Stop it. Good, good midnight morning, everyone. This is Stephanie Stanley. My dog is here being a little noisy, so excuse me. Stop. Go lay down. Thank you. So I'm here. Welcome to TBC Ending Global Poverty YouTube channel. For this broadcast, you will see my logo. I had a long day today and took a nap, so I don't want you to see red eye. So I hope this is okay. First of all, I'd like to give a warm, sincere just thank you to admin. When I saw after my broadcast yesterday was a few hours after that, I was still awake, and admin posted the video that I did yesterday to the blog, and I was like, oh my gosh, thank you so much. That does make you feel really really loved, and that we're doing our job, and that the content is good. So I really appreciated that. So thank you so much, admin and TBC community. You know, we learn from one another, and you know, I've watched many videos and saw many leaders, and a lot of times, you know, you just, you know, basically, you know, repeat what they say, and you know, with your own spin and life experience, you know, with it. So I just want to thank the whole TBC community, because if I'm doing a good job, it's because I listen to others doing a good job. Okay, so I just wanted to thank everyone, and for the views, because I definitely want to personalize the URL, because that's our URL, TBC Ending Global Poverty, because the mission statement is in the soon to be customized URL once I reach that 100 subscribers. So I appreciate all of you that have liked and subscribed. So I just wanted to thank you also. So let's see, tonight I want to read the latest blog. I'll do that. Let me share my screen. Let's see here. Okay, seems like sometimes my dog at this hour wants to play with the cat and do all these other things, and I'm like, just give me a half hour and you can resume what you're doing. So let me go ahead and share the screen. Okay, first I want to go here because I noticed on a few of my downline that there was, let's go here, let's log in. Okay, let's do that one. That's one of my downlines, and I just wanted to reiterate and show, this is actually on one of the blogs where the send buttons are being turned on, and to where to look for it on our main website, thebillioncoin.info. So I just wanted to show that, so viewers can be aware to look for that area, you know, daily, because admin is turning on send buttons for real. So right here, I noticed that I was checking yesterday. So this is what you want to look for to read, understand fully the terms of having your send button turned on. So here we go, right here. So it says here in red, please read this entire document for instructions and warnings. Okay, so read through that, understand it well. You know, the send button is a function of our community, right? So we can do person-to-person transactions. So basically, you know, protect this like your, I'm going to say, that social security number that we all have placed on us. So, you know, it's that important, right, to understand what this is, how this works, and to abide by the, you know, the rules. And they're light rules. It's nothing that something's being placed upon us that, you know, none of us can carry out, you know, in an honorable way. So read it, understand it. You know, it talks about here the asterisk is where you have the new wallet address. Okay, this will be the one that will be active in your wallet area. So the old and the new, and then just go down, understand it. You must contact the commissioner before proceeding with large transactions. Now, I do believe one of the recent blogs said that I think within the past 2 weeks, the transactions have moved limitations from 500 US dollars to 1,000. So that's a good thing, for larger transactions. So, and anything larger than that, contact the commissioner, let them know what's, going on, what you plan to purchase, because soon, with the TBC housing program, and if anyone's interested in that, contact me. We'll probably be overloading the commissioner or buying homes with TBC globally. So we're looking forward to that, like really soon. And I'm actually going to start sending emails out and contacting real estate professionals here. I've been saying that, but it's time to really move on that now. And then you just agree and you click the button here and submit. And then this way, you will, get your send button turned on. Okay. So I just wanted to let you know that. So we'll log out of here. Okay, here's our website. As you can see, our daily membership grows. That's going to be exponential once we finish migration. I just know that. So, community, get ready, okay? So let's see, let's go here. So today, I think it just popped up. Yeah, today is 4/12, and this is the latest, and I will be reading that right now. Okay, the Billion Coin community needs to finish what is already on their plates. Okay, that's a let's see, poster, picture, icon. Some of us know that picture well. Okay. Also, too, here's a broadcast by one of our TBC broadcasting leaders. I actually wanted to pull him up because I do watch him every so often. So he is the TBC Revolution. I don't know his name. I should, but I don't. And it was nice. I heard a little bit of it where he also plugged me for the video yesterday. So I appreciate you. Have to find out your name so we can address you properly. So that's a video also in today's blog. So moving down. Okay, let's get started. Okay, I have so many wonderful things in store for the TBC community, and I am anxiously waiting on the community to finish what is already on their plates, as the saying goes. It's interesting that it's kind of like the top caption, because what I wanted to do tonight, if I was little bit more well rested, I wanted to actually title, probably be my next one, broadcast. It was going to be what came to mind, um, the lore and the brilliance of TBC. And there was themes around it I had in my head. And it's interesting because, again, yeah, the wonderful things in store for the TBC community. So I'm going to do that and put out my own experiences and ideas around those two words. So anyway, so it says this is a coordinated effort between the admin and the community. As mentioned in the video above, I always do what I say I would do. That is true. This is really good because yeah, when I do the lore and the brilliance of TBC, I'll revisit this here. This is great. This is written in two sentences. Wow. My track record for this is solid. Absolutely. Timing is not completely in my hands, and this is why it is a coordinated effort. I've seen so many members asking when questions as though everything is just up to me to get things done, right? To get matters taken care of. The mature version of the TBC economy will have at least 1 billion members in it. Absolutely. Yeah, I was saying at least, 1 billion, if not everyone on the planet, right? Once everyone comes on board and figures out, the benevolence of what's going on. I am just one of those members at the end of the day. Mhm. I have some unique and special tasks to complete as a member of TBC because I am the admin. But one member cannot create a TBC economy. There you go. So here's everyone, that's watching now or will watch, just take a look at this. Admin is just one person, okay? Which I'm sure admin has some support team, but still, acting as a unit, as one person, as the leader of our TBC growing community and economy. Admin is just one person. You are just one person. Direct all of your when questions to yourself within TBC. Okay, and with that, just want to go back what came to mind. The when questions really, my interpretation of that, when questions are, our responsibility, right? When is our responsibility? When are we going to understand TBC enough to where we're not asking when questions, right? Mature enough within the community to get it, right? I don't know how many blogs a person has to read, right? How many, like I was saying yesterday, introspection that has to happen. We're building a global economy here. It's almost like when the United States started its industrial age. We didn't have all of this now 100 plus years ago, right? The beginning of, what is it, the 18th century, 19th century, all of that. That has to be built to what we are benefiting from today. Some of us, or what we don't even like today, some of us as a economy here, but it had to be built. It took some time, and it took many people, and it took a lot of vision for us to get here. A good friend of mine talked about, it being like companies, starting shares in their companies, stockholders, right? And what they call with the cryptocurrency community, like when TBC started, the stakeholders, right? So all of that took vision, it took time, it took people, let alone what they call the monkey wrenches being thrown into the plans and the plans and the, I was going to say the structure, which may have shifted, or the function that may have shifted, staying true to a mission statement, or what is it, your curriculum vitae, that type of thing. So things change. And like I said yesterday too, we're a dynamic community. This is not a standstill community. It's moving and shifting, but still the goal is, to end global poverty. And in between all of that, the moving parts, as the voice of TBC says, I think I've heard him say it a few times, is shifting and moving, and it's alive, right? It's alive. And anything that's alive, you have to take care of it so it can stay alive, and do things that are conducive for it to be alive and thrive, right? So that one question, TBC Seans who are not fully with our mission because maybe, again, they don't understand it or they don't get it, take the responsibility when your mind says when, and it points at the TBC community or admin. Look at how you could turn your when into when will I, understanding enough to where I'm not asking when questions and other questions that a mature TBCian will no longer have in their minds to even ask. So let's go on to the rest of the blog. I have both a bird's eye view as well as an on the ground view of what is going on within the TBC community. I pay very close attention to all of the details. Admin does, yeah. This is so much in alignment of which I was going to say if I had gotten more rest. But this is good because now I'll be able to tailor that better. That's how wonderful. See, when you're on the same, as they say, frequency or mind, and that's one thing too, I'll just pause again. Once the TBC community gets to be one mind, you'll be surprised how, and especially doing to the broadcast, like that really, we're really pruning leaders here. Like for real, that's another thing. Like admin is just brilliant. Like I said, the lore and the brilliance of TBC, it's just, anyway, it really knows what's going on. And it says, trust me, admin knows best. I fully believe that 111%, because I like my double and triple numbers, but I do. And I've seen that through moving through the community, the time within the community. And speaking of that, I'm almost at 1 year. Actually, I think today when I learned about TBC and the mission, of TBC and the alignment that I was with the mission of TBC, even though I didn't understand that I was in alignment with the mission, right? When I, went to the website and read about it, about a year ago, I got an email, and then, maybe I'll show that tomorrow night, of Dan Lutz, and he was talking about the global currency reset and all of that. And, so when you get emails, every email is not a junk mail. If you get a inkling to click on an email before you think it's junk mail, click on it, read it. I'm not talking about spam stuff, but if I had never clicked on it, I mean, who knows how long it would have taken for me to even get involved, but that's what I did. And I was saying that the lady sent me a lot of email. Like even now, I don't think I've clicked on any of her emails in several months, but I thank God, I thank my guides, that I clicked on that email. So, in other words, what they said, go with your first mind. That's true. So let's go on. I know I'm pausing a lot here, so I guess I have a lot on my mind. I guess I'm waking up. But anyway, sometimes I wonder if people think things just appear in reality fully matured. Have they forgotten that things grow and develop over time, and no amount of criticism will change that fact? There you go. Some things are just sequenced through times, and that's true, just don't have any control of that. But having a good attitude, mindset, about it as you're going through something that hasn't manifested or shown itself yet or revealed itself yet, having sitting back and just taking and having patience with that goes a long way. Let's see here. Well, I'll change that fact. Do your best to see TBC for what it is today, what it was yesterday. There you go. That's what I say, the journey TBC, exactly the timeline within it, and what we want it to be tomorrow. And that takes a one-minded community. I am guiding the community through one campaign after another. It's through these campaigns I am raising the community, much in the same way a parent raises a child into maturity. That's good because I think the second blog, Adamant talked about the child rearing within the community, TBC being a child. And that's actually one of the ones I was going to read also. So, yeah, I know. It's my dog again. I am not pleased with many of the TBC members, and this video shows you why. I do remember seeing this video. I believe it's in our back office, one of the videos there. So please make sure you take a look at that. That's a good video that shows cooperation and one helping the other. This video above is mandatory viewing for all TBC members. So please watch it. It says this video above is mandatory viewing for all TBC members. This video right here. Okay. All TBC members should become performers, as illustrated in this animation. We have over 3 million members today and less than 100 performers. The current The current compensation of a performer within TBC is billionaire status. So the incentive is huge right now. Try to figure out what campaign we are currently on at any given time and put your maximum focus on that campaign. Don't get anxious about the future campaigns and try to armchair quarterback admin. Oh, that's deep. Okay, that's right. Stop that, community. I know what I'm doing, and you need to trust that. That's good. That's good. Wow. Instead, point your judgments towards yourself and find ways to improve as a performer. If everybody did that, this would be heaven on earth. Everything has a proper time and season. Admin has rebuilt and fully restored the foundation of TBC, and now we have a solid surface to build upon. That's right. So, in other words, the cornerstone is in place. Discounters cracked the membership agreement part of the TBC Foundation, and the new coin developers have delivered a superior technology to use to grow our TBC community. You hear that? Superior technology. And if you saw the video with the leaders, they all verbalized that. So the technology is also part of our foundation. Absolutely. We are all set for massive growth now. Hallelujah. I just felt like saying that because I feel it. Absolutely. Like we are so on our way. Thank you. Thank you, admin. Thank you, TBC community. Thank you, support. Out of 3 million members, less than 100,000 of them have received their cookie rewards. We need everyone focused on fixing that. Please review this past article. So here's the article where it says you are going to get a slice of the $100 million migration pie. Each of you are now in a position to get a big slice of the $100 million pie. You have everything you need right now to get paid today and every day after this. There is no need to wait. Migration is about to happen, and we need to get the word out. As a sponsor, you should reclaim the loyalty of your recruits now before I turn them into leads for the broadcasters. Here's also another one to read. The time is now to train all of your recruits to say, I'm an orphan. I have a great sponsor. Or I am not an orphan. I have a great sponsor. If a broadcaster finishes what you left behind on your plate and collects money from your recruits, you only have one person to blame for that. Such is true. Show me 1 billion in world history that achieved that status effortlessly. Why will an employee work their ass off for their boss that pays them peanuts for the work they do, and yet that same person expects becoming a billionaire in TBC should be entirely effortless? Hope this article was a nice kick in the ass, the behind. Some of you need it. All right. Well, that's a wonderful ring of the bell alarm for us to get ready to grab our people, the ones we already brought into TBC, and to get their attention and to get their loyalty, because now it's going to be an open opportunity for all the broadcasters. So that's coming soon. So thank you, admin. And my time is almost up. So I'm gonna go back up to the top here. So yes, community, just know that admin does have his creation, TBC. Okay, our TBC community, you know, at his heart, you know, he had the vision, or they had the vision to create TBC, and we are now the foot soldiers, if you will. You know, the ones who align with it in some way, right? That's why we're here. And once we fully align, you know, with one mind, you know, one heart, one spirit, you know, you know, it will definitely just take off. You know, they'll I was gonna say they'll hear and see us on other spheres, but yeah, we're doing a good work here. You know, a good work, a much needed work. You know, a coordinated effort to bring an end to global poverty and the suffering that a lot of us here are going through. So, with that, thank you for watching my icon. I'm sorry about that tonight, but know that you know, we need to move forward and to do the things that you know, that lured us to TBC in the first place, and the brilliance of the vision of admin and those in the community that are one with the mission. Okay, and with that, good night, love all, peace.